Not at all, my lord.
Now, it was also put to you that sometime around this time, when there was this delay, there was a run-in between Mr. Keitani and Ms. Kialien and Dr. Mwangi.
Correct, my lord.
On giving the mass for the late Lucy Kibaki.
Correct, my lord.
Now, I want us to go specifically to what has been said so that there is no misrepresentation. The bundle for PC Kanungu. At B12, sorry, no, not B12. Apologies. Should be D3 Roman 3. Which is the further statement of Ms. Mary Kiari.
I have it, my lord.
So let's begin from D3 Roman 1. Just confirm that that is a statement made by Ms. Mary Wangui Mugai Kiari to the DCI. And then at page D3 Roman 3, on 17th of August 2016, she makes a further statement.
Correct, my lord.
And gives an account on what happened exactly on the 4th of May 2016.
Correct.
Now,
Lord.
my concern is towards the end of paragraph 2, and the paragraph that follows, that will read very quickly. After introductions, he indicated that Mzee Moi wished to sell Muthaiga property north. Very quickly, Dr. Mwangi advised him that he had property there and that he had got it from Mr. Moi. Keitani sought to know which one, and Dr. Mwangi told him that he had brought stroke 19 and was in the process of buying a portion of stroke 18. Then Keitani looked puzzled and joined Mwangi and I told him that we had done a transaction for purchase of stroke 19 through One's advocate, and that the transaction had been handled by Andrew, an agent of Moi. Keitani went on to tell us that Omwanza was not Mzee Moi's lawyer, and that Mzee had only two lawyers, Mr. Kipenda and Mr. Kibet. We informed him that it may be so, but for purposes of the transaction between Dr. Mwangi over stroke 19, Omwanza had been instructed, and we informed him that we had paid Mzee the visit to that to confirm. And finally, if you flip on, last paragraph, it was agreed that he produced his documents, and then we produced our documents so that we could verify each other's documents. As it was getting late, Dr. Mwangi requested me to get together with Mr. Keitani for our purpose. This did not happen because Keitani never came to my office as we had agreed. Now, confirm to us that we dealt with Mr. Kibet first.
Correct.
Who is Mr. Kibet? General.
General Kibet is a senior partner at Triple OK.
Confirm that I've also shown you that there was a search that was being done on behalf of Moi by Mr. Kibet.
Correct, my lord.
Now, by all intents and purposes, this seems to suggest that there was an agreement of sorts that these two parties were supposed to exchange certain documents for purposes of verification on what happened.
Correct, my lord.
But it was not a confirmation that Mr. Keitani was made aware that a second title existed. It was subject to verification.
Correct.
At a different date.
Correct, my lord.
Have you seen anything to suggest that this happened subsequently?
Not at all, my lord.
So would it be true that this would be one of those issues that would raise a red flag that will impede your transaction?
Can you repeat the question again?
Saying it was suggested to you that this is one of those instances that, since you have been made aware of this, this was one of those things that would have raised some questions on the transaction that you are being involved in.
Yes, it would. I mean, it would have, but apparently, after the search, the name came out. The only name that came out. I mean, there was no name that came out. On the title, and indeed, if Mwangi had transacted with the late president in 2012, then definitely after the search of 12422/19, the name would have come out showing that Dr. Mwangi had transacted. But apparently, what we have here showed that there was no registry entry for Dr. Mwangi at the land registry.
Thank you. It was also suggested to you that the agreement that you had with the late President Moi either terminated at some point. Is that what happened?
It never terminated,
Yes.
because there was a clause that had shown, there was a clause in the agreement that was very specific, that in the event that 60 days elapse, the lawyers were supposed to write to me, giving me 21 notice, and that didn't happen. What happened is that we met, and because I knew my circumstances after Chase Bank collapsed,
Yes.
I decided to play softball. By that I mean I decided to negotiate for time, which they agreed. Instead of losing 50 million, I agreed to pay the 15 million that I was asked to as a penalty and interest.
Now, there were certain conditions that were put to you in that meeting with respect to certain payments that you were supposed to make immediately. For instance, I can recall you were told that you had to pay 110 million by close of business that day.
Yes, after we agreed on extension of time, I was told that I had to pay 10 million to the advocates,
Yes.
and 100 million before the close of the day, on that day, as for me to get an extra 17 days to look for the balance.
Now, you confirm that you complied with that?
I did, my lord.
If you go to your panel at page 180,
Yes.
180.
180 is.
Okay.
Confirm, is that the transaction you made in compliance with that condition?
I did.
This is a transfer of 100 million.
110.
110 million, sorry.
Correct, my lord.
From your account at Equity Bank.
Correct.
Directly to the account at Blockade.
Correct, my lord.
Was there any instances where you received a notice terminating the agreement or a notice for you to complete?
No, my lord.
Now, you also testified that you only got a loan of 158 million or thereabouts from Equity Bank.
Correct, my lord.
Now, where did the rest of the money come from? Because it is 500 million.
I used my own resources.
And from what I have seen is that the first 4 payments, totaling to 200 million, were made by Vision
One Enterprises.
One from your Chase Bank account.
Correct.
Then the balance, which is totaling about 300 million, came from Maestro's account.
Correct, my lord.
So is it the position that of the 300 million, only 158 was from the facility?
Correct, my lord.
The rest were from your own personal?
Correct,
funds?
my lord.
Dr. Mwangi was aware of your dealings with Equity Bank towards the facility? At any point, did you ever deal with Dr. Mwangi?
No, I never did, my lord.
Are you aware that at some point he signed a letter with respect to interest that was being subjected to this facility that you have taken from them?
It wasn't for this facility. It was for another facility, a dollar facility of over $2 million.
Okay, let me just take you to that letter.
But under the same company, Maestro Connections Health Systems.
It is in, Malad, it is in this document you had already ruled on. You only say you can rely on it because of examination. This is the Mr. Cards that dated 28th of February 2024. It's a very small bundle. Yes, it is. Just that you're limited as to how you can use it. No.
So it cannot be part of the record.
Unfortunately, that is not the position because Mr. Mwangi was taken extensively, was asked questions of this document, he gave testimony on it. That testimony is on record as to how he signature upon the way in this document. He said so many things about it. So it is certainly a document that you will not believe, even though the other documents in that part.
My lord, we can avail a copy.
Yes.
Yes, because to be used just for course. Yes.
Just confirm it's addressed to whom?
Maestro Connections Health Systems, my lord.
What is the subject?
Notice of interest rate.
Now, you were saying something as to, okay, first, who assigned it?
Dr. James Mwangi, my lord.
Now, is that document in any way related to the facility that you took from Equity Bank?
It's related to a facility that I took from Equity Bank,
Yes.
not the one that I used to purchase the Modega North land.
Okay, that's fine. Now, so you have sourced this money, you are paid subsequently. At what point did you take possession?
According to the agreement, I was supposed to take possession immediately upon
Okay, I'm
payment.
asking you, what time?
That was around 3rd June 2016.
June.
Yes.
Now, there have been various competing, and I will just, so that you don't have to go through the documents one by one. According to USIU, they say they took possession in 1999. According to Modega, they took possession immediately after their sale, or rather their transfer, in 2012. Now, at the point when you're taking possession in July of 2016, what did you find in the property? Did you find any evidence of USIU being there or Modega being there?
Not at all, my lord.
Yes. What did you actually find there?
There were just a few people who are doing some little subsistence farming of vegetables and some tomatoes. Just a few people purchased. You know, it's a
in
big
your
piece of land.
statement, there's a gentleman referred to as Madenge.
Yes, he's unaware that maybe a larger piece for growing. I think it was growing vegetables or
Yes.
tomatoes. Yeah,
Now, did you raise that issue with the vendor?
we did, and we were told that they are the ones who had given him permission, and they were going to ask him to leave.
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
I mean,
the-
I think his name was Madenge,
yes.
if I recall.
So at the point when you took possession, did you allow him to continue, or did you ask him?
No, we just allowed him to remove whatever he had,
Okay.
because I think it was already. I mean, it was ready. The vegetables were ready.
Were there GSU? Because you actually said earlier there was GSU.
At that point, I mean, it was not guarded at all.
It was not guarded.
Yes.
When you first filed this with 771, you first sued Riley.
Correct, my lord.
So at what point did Riley start, or rather did they come to the property?
I wouldn't know, but they were noticed that I think after, let's say, about between 12 and 15 days after I took possession,
Yes.
I was told that there were some guards who were doing some, matching or drilling, whatever guards do. And I thought that since it's not been guarded, maybe that's why they had decided to maybe do their exercises there. But the day I went to get my estimates for the cost, because I wanted to fence it, because I didn't want to leave it like that. That's when I met them, and this really concerned me.
Okay. We had earlier, you had also stated earlier that there was a site visit by the representatives.
Yes,
You yourself also went to the property.
yes.
At that point, when you did those visits, did you find anybody that
There were GSU guarding the place.
GSU.
Not really, let's say uniform police people, because I really don't know the branches. They could be APs or GSU, but they were policemen.
Now, subsequently, you engaged the company to fence this property.
Pardon me?
You engaged the company to fence this property
Correct, I did.
at a cost of 19 million.
Correct.
At what point was this done?
That is when we got orders to serve Rayleigh to stop trespassing on the land.
Now, my final question is with respect to the title at page 257 and 258 of your bundle. You asked several questions as to respect to the discrepancies in the entries. For example, the IR number was different. It was stroke 8 and stroke 6.
Correct, my lord.
Now, have you ever seen, or in this whole document that we've interacted with, have you ever seen a different title to stroke 19 as existing in any of these files, other than the one at page 257?
None whatsoever, my lord.
Has USIU, because they trace their title on amalgamation purportedly done on between 18 and 19, have you seen them producing any other title other than what is produced at page 257?
I haven't, my lord.
Have you seen anybody question whether President Moi was the owner of this property before he either transferred it to you or to them as a claim?
No. We are all in agreement that he owned the property from the beginning.
Thank you, my lord. That is my question.
Whether we have talked of we have not at all admitted to the existence of this stroke 8. We haven't.
No, I didn't ask that.
We have not.
I didn't ask that. Until that has been produced by any other party other than that.
No, that's okay.
Thank you. And then come out
Mr. Kamau comes, it will be, as far as we're concerned, this stroke 8 does not exist. Just want to emphasize that. Yes, it doesn't exist.
that is for submission.
Dr. Kilgore.
Good afternoon, Alan Kamau.
My name is Alan Kamau. I do represent the second, third, and fourth defendants. Let me start by asking you, in the course of this proceeding, what was the nature of that video recording?
It's a recording that was done on a telephone conversation between me and Gideon Moi.
It also had a video of personalities in a restaurant. You recall?
Correct, my lord.
Is it your nature to take recordings in respect of any transactions that you are undertaking?
No.
What was specific about this transaction that requires a backing of some video and audio recording?
It's because I was very hard on my people on the ground. That is my brother Jenga, Albert Mukono, and Patrick. And because of the nature of the transaction, I wanted to know whether exactly I'm being led down the garden path or whether genuinely the Moi family was selling the property. And I think that's why they thought that it was important for them to do the recording, just maybe for my satisfaction.
And you can confirm that at the appropriate time you did unleash it when they tried to say that you are an interloper.
Absolutely, I did, yes.
You utilized it appropriately until
Yes.
they admitted that there was a transaction.
No, they admitted way back in 2016. Gideon Moi wrote instructions to senior counsel Ngatia to correct the proceedings that he had filed in court. That's way back in 2016.
So you agree with me that in hindsight, it was a good decision for you to have taken that recording of that interaction?
I think the recording came, I think the instructions to Ngatia to amend the pleadings came before it was unleashed, yes, for my comfort.
Or for your comfort?
Yeah, and I didn't give them the instructions, but I think they just thought that they had to go that extra mile.
They found it appropriate in the circumstances of this case?
Yes.
To go that extra mile?
Correct, because of the personalities involved and the amount of money involved.
Correct.
It may not be a lot of money to some people, but it is substantial to some people.
Substantial. It required to have a cover.
Comprehensive.
Some sort of a cover.
Comprehensive cover.
Comprehensive cover.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's a good start. In respect of this transaction, what role did you play yourself as far as the due diligence is concerned?
Minimal, because I had professionals who are working for me.
So minimal.
Minimal, just
equals to what?
enough to satisfy me to proceed with the transaction.
So what is this that was enough for yourself? I leave the rest for the professional.
For myself, the first thing I wanted to know is that the property exists, that the owner was selling the property. The property was never public land. It was private land from the beginning. The title was unencumbered, although they told me right from the beginning that they had a PCT, and I didn't mind, because a PCT to me is a statutory title with full, with the full strength of, an original title. So those are the things that I satisfied myself with before I proceeded.
At what point were you informed that the document that the vendor possessed was a provisional title?
I think I learned about it around November.
Around November?
Yeah, 2015.
2015.
Yes.
I just wish to refer you to your documents and just wish to reference the bundle. If you can turn to where the title is.
Okay.
When had that provisional title been issued?
It was issued on September 17th, 2015.
September 17.
2015.
2015.
Yeah.
And at what point did you express interest to purchase this property?
We finally settled on the price
Not
around.
when you first expressed interest, not when you settled.
I received a call from a broker who told me that it's been sold. So I cannot say that was the time I expressed interest.
So when did you receive the call? Would you recall the month, the year?
It was,
it 2010?
It was 2015.
2015.
Correct, my lord.
Would you recall the month?
Anywhere between maybe October to December, around there. It's almost 11 years since then.
So would you be surprised if you were to know that this provisional certificate of title was just being processed for purposes of this specific sale?
No, I know they reported the missing title in January 2015.
2015.
9 months before it was issued.
And from the time when the provisional certificate of title was issued to when you were engaged to purchase, would you know in terms of timelines, the months, the period?
Maybe 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
In your evidence, you did indicate that you had Mr. Jenga, I think that's your brother. You had Albert Mukono,
Yeah.
Sylvester Kaitani, then there was Nick Sarat,
Mhm.
and then there was Mr. Patrick Ndelitu.
Correct, my lord.
Out of all these personalities, noting that you didn't play any role whatsoever as far as the due diligence or the background work as far as this particular property is concerned, 12422/19, is any of these persons appearing before this honorable court as your witness? Maybe to say the role they played, the part they played, as far as bringing to your company's knowledge about this property?
We did not think that the evidence was going to have any value.
I'm not asking you whether it has value or not.
No, other
My
than me.
question is very specific as to whether
No.
any.
No, because Kaitani would have come, but he's dead.
What about Mr. Patrick Ndelitu?
We just consider that his evidence has no any probate value.
No problem, right?
Yeah.
You make that determination.
Absolutely.
But this is the person who introduced you to this property.
Yes.
Okay. So that in terms of the first time that you met these people, when was it? Gideon Moy, Nick Salat?
I would say maybe around January. I met him several times after I came in the country in December. I may not really recollect the exact dates, but we met severally.
You met several.
Yes.
And at what point did you authenticate that the registered owner had given instructions as far as this property is concerned to these people?
Let's say that initially, around towards the end of January, I was satisfied, but what I had not obtained is written instructions from my lawyer, from my lawyer, indicating that he had received such written instructions from the former president's lawyers, because there was a switch of lawyers. We started with Kosio and then we ended up with Triple O. But
when negotiations as far as the purchase price was concerned, who are you negotiating with?
I was negotiating with Gideon.
Gideon Moy.
Yes, on behalf of his
How
father.
did you satisfy yourself that he had the requisite instructions from the registered owner to engage in this transaction?
I'm not satisfied.
By the fact that he was a son.
Just call it a gut feeling, yes. And then,
So this transaction was geared and based on gut feeling.
At that point, yes, but finally we received a letter. I was shown a letter of instruction.
Can you point us to the letter of instructions, the one from Gideon? The page in the bundle. Or we can find it.
It is in the Triple O bundle, page 1 of those documents.
When is the letter dated?
February 19, 2016.
February 19, 2016.
Correct.
Let me refer you to your bundle. And that letter, who is the author of the letter?
General, His Excellency the President.
And is giving authority to whom?
General Triple OK for the attention of General Kibet.
Okay. And was that before or after you had entered into this transaction?
I had already entered into the transaction, my lord.
So that you can confirm, and I just wish to reference page 141 of your bundle. That at the point when you were receiving the letter that appears at page 1 of the Triple O bundle in February 2016, you had already executed a sale agreement.
Correct, and paid deposit.
And paid a deposit.
Correct, my lord.
So that at that point, the confirmation as to the authority being given to Gideon Moy came after
Correct, my lord.
Did you find that unusual? The fact that you had already paid and the confirmation as the authority of the person you are dealing with comes subsequent?
No, in the meeting when the lawyers were being switched, that is from COSIO to Triple OK, the kind of discussions we had gave me a lot of comfort. And I had no reason to doubt. And don't forget that I was dealing with former citizen number 1 in the country. So I would not have expected that.
When did you ever deal directly with this citizen number 1?
I never did.
You
directly.
never did?
Yeah.
You dealt with people who said they had instructions from citizen number 1?
Correct, my lord.
And in your evidence, I heard you when you were being cross-examined by my colleague, Mr. Kere, you said you have bought numerous properties in this country.
Correct.
So you are not new in this field?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So that this nature of transactions, you have engaged in many.
Yes.
Do many of them end up in these disputes?
No, this is the first one, my lord.
This is the first one, despite the gut feeling.
Well, it's one out of maybe many.
Many.
So,
Did you ever investigate the history of this property? This stroke 19?
at the point of purchase, my lord, I had just enough due diligence done on my behalf by a professional lawyer, and of course myself at some point, and I was satisfied under the circumstances then.
And in respect of the first time you had occasion to visit this property, do you recall on or about which year and month you did that?
Must have been towards the end of December, early January.
And from what I heard from you when you were being cross-examined by Maran Senior, Mr. Gidara, you said you went around the 20 acres.
Yes, I did. That you asked about the first time, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was guarded by the people in uniform.
Yeah, and after that I went almost 10 times because,
10.
yeah.
10 times.
Yes.
And at that point in time, did you ever have any engagement with the lands office, the director of survey, as far as this property is concerned?
No, because I did not think it was necessary.
You didn't think it was
I had a
necessary.
professional acting for me, yes.
So when is the first time that you interacted with the lands office as far as this property is concerned?
When all hell broke loose, for lack of a better word.
When did this hell break loose?
That was around July. July, I don't remember the exact date, but I would say the first week of July.
The first week of July?
Yes, 2016.
2016. Yeah. I just want you to confirm, because I think your taken through his permanent colleague, Mr. Okach and Mr. Kere, did a lot of clarifications. In terms of possession, for how long did you enjoy possession of this prime property that you had spent a colossal sum?
I cannot call it enjoyment, maybe pain.
No, I'm saying the period of enjoyment before the pain came.
Let's talk about the pain that I went through. I cannot remember enjoying. I'll give you a very straight answer. I have not enjoyed at all.
So that by the point, and I just wish to reference, if you can turn with me to page 261 of his Bible, the last page is on there. Your name is Dr. Kenya?
Correct.
That is a transfer.
Yes, my lord.
And this transfer is the one that you say that, and I just wish to refer you to page 263. Is the one which the former president executed on the 3rd of June.
Correct, my lord.
Did you have occasion to see him sign this agreement, this transfer?
No, my lord.
And when is the transfer dated?
3rd
That.
3rd June 2016.
And I just wish to refer you to page 265 as to when that particular transfer was registered.
17th June 2016.
17th of June 2016. So that from 17th of June 2016, when your company was registered, dispute arose a week or so after.
Correct, my lord.
So you did not enjoy the land and the money was gone.
No, I just suffered a lot of pain and a lot of chest pains.
But you knew who had taken your money.
I did.
You did. And I just want you to confirm as you testify this afternoon that you are aware as to this amount of money, the 500 million plus. As you testify, you know who you paid.
Absolutely, I do.
And that party is before the court.
Correct, my lord.
Will that party be the second, third, and fourth defendants?
According to our bundle, it's the first defendant and ninth defendant.
So that the money that you suffer, the pain is attributed to the first and the ninth defendants. Those are the people who took your money.
No, I don't think I can blame them. I blame the circumstances more than I blame them because they have not denied that they
They
took
have
the
not
money.
denied.
Yes.
But they're still keeping the money.
And I'm keeping the land.
Okay.
Until and unless the court determines otherwise.
Oh, so you're on the land.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And you have been on the land from June.
Correct, my lord.
So as far as the land is concerned, you are there, you are the one in possession.
I'm in possession, yes, and incurring astronomical expenses.
Okay. In terms of the process under which this provisional certificate of title was processed, were you familiar with that process?
I have learned the process in the course of this case, my lord.
So that it is not a process that you interacted with when you realized that this person who was selling to you had indicated that he had lost the title. You didn't interact with it then?
I knew that there was a provisional title that had been processed
Yes.
arising from the loss of the original title.
Okay.
Yes, I was aware of that, my lord.
Did you come across the Gazette notice?
I saw the, yeah, I think I saw the Gazette notice at some point, my lord.
For the one for the construction of a register?
Yes.
Okay.
And
In respect of the survey records, did you ever come across the deed plan for this property?
I did, my lord.
When did you come across the deed plan?
I remember around the same time that I was transacting, my lord.
Yes. What was the deed plan number that you interacted with for this property?
I can't remember offhand. I'll have to.
Kindly confirm that even as you testify this afternoon, you have the original deed plan in respect of this property.
I have the original what?
Deed plan.
Yes.
Where is it?
The original title has been given, yeah?
That's the only question I had. I'm unable to proceed. Or the rust.
Not even one.
We don't have the
This one.
we don't have the original deed plan.
You don't have any plan.
Yeah.
So the one that you saw, where did you see it from? You said that you had occasion to see one.
I think I must have seen it in the deed file at Land's office when,
In the land's office.
yeah, when this issue came out.
So, in respect of this deed file at the land's office, when is the first time that you had occasion to see the deed file?
I think around mid-July, when this issue came up.
This issue.
Yeah.
One of the witnesses that testified on behalf of that plaintiff was Mr. Kenyero Orioki.
Yes.
When is the first time that you interacted with him
Around
as far as this property is concerned?
around July. I don't remember the exact, but it was the month of July. That I remember very well. Yeah.
And is your evidence
2016.
2016?
Correct, my lord.
Is your evidence that when you had occasion to look at the deed file, the original deed plan for this property was in that deed file?
Well, I think I'll have to withdraw that. I can't really recall whether it is the original deed plan that I saw in the file or not.
But you saw a deed file?
I think I did.
Oh, okay. And in respect of, and having had the occasion to have purchased so many properties,
Yes.
and these are data that you're familiar with, what would have happened? Do you know whether your land has a deed plan?
I normally leave it to the professionals, my lord, to do that.
No. This one is not leave to professionals.
I leave it to the professionals. Otherwise, I will never do anything else other than chase purchases around.
For this one, allow me to deal with you as the director of this company. Can you turn to page 257? If you look at page 257 of his bundle, yeah, 257 of Maestro's bundle. You can also look at the first defendant's bundle. That's a supplementary. That plaintiff bundle may not be so clear. Let's just deal with the first defendant supplementary listed bundle of documents. My lord, the same is dated 22nd of February 2022. I believe Manana had made reference to it. At page 14, pagidation at the top. You are there to tell you?
I am, my lord.
That's a copy of the title that you hold.
Correct, my lord.
And it makes reference to this land being delineated or land survey plan number 111594. Just go to
Correct, my lord.
the 10th line. Correct?
Correct.
So that, did you ever bother yourself to, or concern yourself to confirm the existence of this land survey plan number where your land is delineated?
Again, my lord, I left to the professionals to do that.
These professionals, Did they supply you with any reports, or they just tell you by word of mouth that they are satisfied and you are good to go?
They informed me that they were satisfied with the...
Did you ever get any due diligence report from any of these persons that you claim to have been the professionals?
I got that was enough as of the time to make me proceed with the purchase, my lord.
But is any of those materials that you got part of the bundle that has been produced by the third plaintiff? I just want you to point me where you can find that.
My lord, I received a copy of the PCT. I got information that the land was private land, had never been public land. I received information that the title, besides the fact that it was a PCT, it was encumbered. Although, I mean, on that premise, that was enough for me to proceed, my lord.
And asking you because of the crimes that I represent, the second, third, and fourth, you can confirm that this was not a land that had emanated from any allocation. It was private land.
Correct, my lord.
It was private land. And did you know who was the owner of this particular parcel prior to the registration on the issuance of the certificate of title in the name of His Excellency Daniel Teacher Point?
I was told that it was part of Jored Limited.
It was part of Joret Limited.
Correct, my lord.
Are you shown any documents?
I must have seen a document in the process.
You went for great length discussing Margaret Wairimu, DPS. I just want to know now in this part of Joret whether you are also deep in it in terms of the background.
No, my lord. It isn't sexy.
Pardon?
It is not sexy to go through all that. It's tedious. I'm not a technical person.
Okay. So that you know that this property emanated from Joret.
Correct, my lord.
You were referred to a document, and my lord, I make reference to the first plaintiff's bundle. I just wish to refer you to the first plaintiff's bundle. At page 97, first plaintiff's bundle. Are you there, Dr. Kinga?
I am.
Have you interacted or did you have occasion to see this document?
I've seen it, my lord.
You have seen it. And this is the transfer from Joret Limited to His Excellency.
Correct, my lord.
And it is in respect of two properties. Correct? At page 97.
It appears so, my lord.
It appears so. In respect of this stroke 19, have you come across any other document that speaks to the transfer between Joret Limited and His Excellency Daniel Teacher, or any that was gotten by the string of professionals that you had tasked with their due diligence as far as this property is concerned? Other than this,
My lord, I did not have need to go that far.
you did not.
I did not have need to go that far.
You do not have to go that far.
I left it to my lord to do that, my lord.
I'm asking you whether, other than this document, they came across any other as far as the transaction between Joret Limited and His Excellency.
My lord, witness of fact, you're asking me to speculate.
I'm not asking you to speculate. I'm asking you, as a witness for the third plaintiff who is laying claim to this property, whether you did or you did not. Whether you are shown any other as part of this due diligence to show the root of the property that you are purchasing.
Can you ask the question again, my lord?
The question I'm posing to you, Dr. is that this document at page 97 shows that a transfer between Jordan Limited and His Excellency Director Teacher Boy in respect of two properties, 12422/18 and 12422/19. And the property that you purchased from His Excellency Director Teacher was 12422/19. And it is your evidence that you are aware that President Moi had acquired this property from Jordan Limited. You recall that part of your evidence?
I recall that, my lord, and I also recall that something happened in 1982.
And then now I'm asking you, the question I'm posing to you. Having said that you are aware that the president had acquired that particular property from Jordan Limited, I'm asking you whether, other than this document that has been presented before the court, showing the transfer between Jordan and His Excellency, have you come across any different one that speaks to another history as far as this Stock 19 is concerned?
There wouldn't be, because, my lord, this one seems to be an amalgamation, and it's on record that we have sent notice of production of documents to show that
This is an amalgamation.
it seems that it was jointly.
So according to you, this joint registration was amalgamation?
No, it wasn't, but
so that this fact of this registration having been joint, when did you become aware of it?
when I was purchasing, actually, I was properly informed by my team that the land originally came from Jore.
And that it had been transferred as two parcels.
And that President Moi had purchased two pieces in 1978, 12422/18 and 12422/19.
And I just want you to refer you to that document so that at least we move on. At page 99, those two properties had been registered. Do you see when they were registered?
March 31st, 1982.
March 31st, 1982. And the IR number is given for that registration.
35459/6.
35459/6. I want you to refer you to the supplementary bundle by His Excellency. You can just turn to it. Page 14. You can hold page 14. You can also equally hold page 257 of your bundle, the Maestro bundle. At page 14, this registration of this title, IR 36415, when was it registered?
March 25th, 1985.
Pardon?
March 25th, 1985.
March 25th, 1985.
Correct, my lord.
And if you can just keep the USIU bundle open at page 99. From Joreth, the transfer that we have from Joreth to His Excellency for the two titles. Which year do they bear?
The USIU bundle 1 appears as
Page 99.
March 31st, 1982.
31st of March 1980?
82.
82. But in respect of this one for stroke 19 in President Moi's bundle and in your bundle, it is 25th of March 1985.
Correct, my lord.
I just wish to refer you You're there, Dr. Kembe?
Yes, I am.
This is the certificate of title for stroke 18,
Correct, my lord.
the one that we have looked at the transfer for the two.
Correct, my lord.
Correct?
Yes.
I just want you to confirm when this certificate for stroke 18, when it was registered.
March 31, 1982.
So the date of that 1st of March 1982 that appears in the transfer tallies with the date of the issuance of this one.
It does, except 124-22/19.
No, I'm talking about 18.
The tally,
Number 2 is for stroke 18.
the tally.
It tallies. And if you look at that stroke 2, that page 2, I beg your pardon, my lord. Immediately after the title number 36414, you look at the third line. In the Republic of Kenya, pursuant to and transfer registers as IR. What's the IR number that is registered there?
35459/6.
35459/6. It is pursuant to that transfer registered as that IR.
Correct.
Is that the same IR that is listed at page 99 of the transfer between Jored Limited and His Excellency?
Correct, my lord.
It is. Let's just lastly just deal with the one that appears at page 14 of His Excellency's bundle. The second property that was subject of the joint transfer. This one is registered pursuant to a transfer registered as what number? Is it the same number stroke 6?
Stroke 8.
Stroke 8. As we interacted with these documents, and as a seasoned person who has interacted with the property purchase and conveyancing, did you find something unusual as far as that particular detail is concerned? One being stroke 6, one being stroke 8, and being in respect of the same subject property.
My lord, I never claim to be an expert. It's beyond my depth. So,
I'm not asking you whether you are an expert. I'm asking you, when did you become aware of that detail? Was it after purchase?
when you started talking about it,
Who?
you.
Maybe you can look at the parties of the proceedings. You will find that I am not a party to the proceedings. I'm just an advocate for a party. If you look at the valuation report, let me refer you to the valuation report. This one, I'm not the one who started talking about it. This is the bank. You are familiar with this particular document?
I am, my lord.
When is the first time that you got to find out about this valuation report? You're not the one who commissioned it.
It was commissioned by the bank, my lord.
It was commissioned by the bank. And I just want to refer you to a segment. I just wish to refer you to page 127. When you visited this property, as far as 12422/19 is concerned, were you aware that there was an exchange of a portion of that property with the Barozi?
Initially, I didn't.
Initially you did. When did you become aware that part of the property had been exchanged with the Barozi estate?
When this case came to court, my lord.
When this case came to court. Did you ever commission a survey for purposes of noting that the property that you are purchasing was a fixed boundary survey? It was a cadastral survey. with fixed beacons. Did you ever establish those beacons for purposes of the acreage for stock 19?
We did, but I was also informed that it was slightly bigger than 20 acres because of the humongous pipe that cuts across the entire width of the property. And it did not have its own title. We noticed that it was a bit, it could be in excess of 20 acres, that we noticed. But when we inquired, because it was not captured, the pipe was not captured in the title agreement, we were told that the excess would be able to take care of the pipe.
In respect of the documents that you have presented before the court that time, is there any report of any survey that was undertaken that
No.
speaks to acreage, speaks to beacon, seek to establish that the property on the ground is as it appears on the title? Do you have any document out of the...
My lord, I was going to do that after the purchase, but I don't think the manner in which things moved so fast gave me a chance to do that.
So we have done before the court. I just want to refer you to that report. And I just want to refer you to page 125. You can kindly turn with me to page 125. On the heading of survey maps. This valuation report says that they have examined the relevant survey maps for error 12422/6-25 and survey plan for error number 12597-122. Can you see that?
Correct, my lord.
Did you have occasion yourself to examine the survey plans for 12422/6-25?
I don't recall, my lord.
And in respect of survey plan for error number 12597-122?
I can't recall.
You can't recall. And this report, was it before purchase or after purchase?
This was before purchase.
Before purchase. So that even before purchase, there was indication that there was a survey plan for error 12597-122.
My lord, I didn't recall because we did not even use it. We did not use this valuation report because the bank collapsed before we could even go anywhere with it.
Have you relied on this document as part of
I have
the
now.
document you have produced, as your document, as your
Yes,
evidence?
right now, yes, I have. I'm talking of as at that time. If you're moving back in time.
Let me refer you to the second, third, and fourth defendant further list of witnesses. The Lord is abandoned dated 18th of March 2022. Just want to pose just one question. Second, third, and fourth defendants, further list of witnesses. Sorry, in case 840/2016. With extensively referred to it. You have it written?
Yes.
You have it marked?
I have it, my lord.
I wish to refer you to the document that appears at page 7. Page 7 of the document. I hope this one is paginated one. Can you be able to identify the document?
Yes, my lord.
What document is it?
It's a survey map.
Can you confirm it's a deed plan?
It's a deed plan.
And it's for land reference 12597/1. At the very top, it shows the land reference. You can see that text?
Yes, my lord.
What's the deed plan number? Just at the very bottom.
24696.
24696.
Correct, my lord.
Of which date?
March 13, 2002.
March, 13th of March 2002. Looking at that particular deed plan, 12597/1, would you be able to tell whether it has any relation whatsoever with the stock 19 that you purchased?
No, my lord.
Can you turn to the next document at page 8? Deed plan number 240697 for error 12597/2. Have you ever interacted with this document before?
I think I've seen a copy of a document like this.
Copy of the document.
Yeah.
Would you know whether it has any relation on the ground as far as 12422/19 is concerned?
No, my lord.
You already know. Lastly, I just wish to refer you to the document that appears at page 4. I just want to refer you to Cadastral Plan FR 388/45. Have you seen this particular plan before?
I think I've seen copies of them, my lord.
You have seen copies of them. And this is a plan that deals with plot number error 12597/122. That is referenced at page 125 of your bundle.
It appears so.
It appears so. I just want you to look at, because you have visited this property, you are familiar with the property that you purchased. You have talked about the big pipe. Remember the big pipe?
Correct, my lord.
The easement. Do you see anywhere, that particular easement anywhere, passing across 12597/2?
I can see a drawing of an easement. Yes, my
An
lord.
18-meter wide easement.
Correct, my lord.
Would you know whether there is any relationship whatsoever between error 12597/2 and the property that was subject of your purchase, 12422/19?
The pipe I'm referring to is in 12422/19, my lord.
I'm asking you, noting that in this plan, which is referenced even in your valuation report,
It appears so.
it appears so. So there may be a relationship.
I wouldn't say that. I
You
wouldn't know.
wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
And between, I just want to refer you, between 12597/1 and 12597/2, there's a 15-meter road.
Correct, my lord.
And lastly, on this aspect, because I wouldn't want to burden you with issues in respect of this one, I just want to refer you to Cadastral Plan FR 14933. It's at page 2 of that bundle. What the report that you have referenced and produced before the court, what they referred to. That's why I just want to highlight. The valuer says they have examined the relevant survey maps and in particular survey plan for error number 12422 6 to 25. I just want to deal with that one of 6 to 25. I've dealt with the second one. At page 2. You there?
Yes, my lord.
I just want to refer you to where you find parcel error 12422/19. And confirm that you can see the easement of that pipe, of that particular drawing. 12422/19, cutting. I hope he has a current copy. Can you see error 12422/19?
No, my lord. This one. All right.
And you'll be able to see that easement.
Correct, my lord.
So it is cutting across this 12422/19.
Correct, my lord.
And just on top of that particular error number 12422/19, the deed per number is indicated. 111594.
Correct, my lord.
And before you get to 12422/6 on one hand and 12422/18, there is a 15-meter road. Can you see the 15-meter road reserve?
Correct, my lord.
So that reserve appears where you have 12422/19 below, and it also appears in the plan that I referred you to, just above 12597/2.
Correct, my lord.
Is it still your evidence that these two properties are not related, even having looked at those two drawings that were referenced in the valuation report?
I would be speculating if I respond to that.
That's good enough for me. You talked about searches that were undertaken as far as the Swiss property is concerned.
Correct, my lord.
How many searches were conducted on your instructions before you entered into the sale agreement?
I had asked my team to do the initial search when I decided to go ahead and purchase the property.
I'm asking you, how many searches were issued to you prior to purchase of this property?
They must have been issued to my advocate, my lord. They were not been issued to me. I had a professional that I had engaged in the transaction.
That's good enough. And you made reference to several searches. Which is the first search that was brought to your attention as far as this property is concerned? The several that were given to you by the professionals you had entrusted.
I was more concerned about the one that came when Chess Bank engaged a valuer. That I remember very well that it came to my attention.
And where do we find that one? In your bundle?
It's next to the valuation report.
Which page?
One 134.
Page 134.
Correct, my lord.
And that was the one that was undertaken by the valuers
Correct, my lord, on behalf of the bank.
in behalf of the bank.
Yes.
Other than that one, do you have any that was conducted by either of the people that you had entrusted?
I can't recall, but as far as I'm concerned, the bank was also doing its due diligence, so I was not overly concerned because the bank had accepted to finance. I just knew that the land was good for purchase.
And in terms of, I wish to refer you to page 261 of your bundle. You are familiar with that document?
Correct, my lord.
Who booked this document for registration?
My lawyer, my lord.
Okay. And it was booked on the 17th of June 2016.
Correct, my lord.
And when did you receive now the title itself? Having been registered and an entry in your favor, transferring this property to yourself?
Around the same time, around June 17, 2016, my lord.
So that day of booking is the dates that
Yes.
the original was supplied to you?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. You were referred to, I wish my lord to refer to the 4th, 5th, and 6th defendant bundle dated at 1st of July. Dated at 1st of July 2018. At what point was Kipkenda acting for His Excellency in this transaction? Would you recall at what point he was acting in this transaction?
I know he acted as a spare, but the main person for, yeah,
It is your evidence that he was a spare.
for the purpose of my transaction with the former president,
Yes.
Triple OK,
Yes.
others were doing it. But I also know he was around doing some legal work for the family.
So the record should indicate he was. Would you wish the record to indicate spare? Or would you
No,
wish to substitute?
that would be unprofessional.
Yes.
I would say that he was also one of the lawyers for the former president.
Okay. So when he was requesting for you, as and when you were transacting for this property, other than interacting with Gideon, Nick Salat, You also interacted with Kipkenda.
Occasionally I would, my lord.
You occasionally also interact with him.
Yeah.
And other than when you went to Ruka the deed file when issues arose, did you have any other interaction with the lands office as far as this title is concerned?
Absolutely not.
You are aware that there is a restriction that had been registered as against your title?
By the state, yes.
By the state.
Correct, my lord.
When did you become aware?
I must have been informed when all these parties, when there was too many competing claims for the same property.
Would you be aware as to whether that registration?
It's a caveat, but I don't remember the exact dates, my lord, but it was almost around the same time.
And would you be aware as to, and I just wish to refer you to that same bundle, below the 1, 4th, 5th, and 6th defendant, list of witnesses dated the 1st of July. I just wish to refer you to page 264. You can kindly turn to page 264.
Yes. I would want to try and avoid the cross-examination being split in the middle.
Yes.
I will not finish with this witness before 5 p.m. I'm requesting if we could adjourn, and then I'll be the first one to go tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay. That is in order. That was my thought as well.
Thank you.
So that tomorrow, Lawson Odieki, Mr. Figure, kitchen.
I think we're spared by the fact that Elkington now acts for two parties, so
Yes.
he will go once
Yeah.
for the two. So only 4 of us are left to cross-examine this witness.
That is something we can finish tomorrow. And re-examination. Okay.
Yes, I'll try at least, they say Mr. Kere has done part of it.
Yes.
I think we'll be able to finish tomorrow. Yes.
It was a critical as to who received the money.
So we can adjourn until tomorrow. Let us pay an honor.
Excuse my language, Your Honor.
Okay. We adjourn until 10 tomorrow.
Thank you.
Simple.
Thank you.
I think he's now.
Thanks.